All right, I'm running a little bit behind. I still have to get my computer and a chair, so give me a few. I got my chair, and I'll have to check and make sure that that's lined up okay. So I apologize for the delay tonight. We're a little bit busy tonight. It's always a good problem. Okay, that's not supposed to be open. Here's my... I apologize for the delay. A little busy at the shop, so, and I don't like to kick customers out. So I'm not quite set up. I did pull all the stuff together though. I did pull a lot of lovely items, a nice smorgasbord of things from everybody. I just gotta get this set up. I just ran, so I'm a little out of breath. It was an interesting day, to say the least. Started out great, and then I had just one little incident this afternoon that left me a little off kilter. When you're in retail or any kind of service industry, you get one or two a year that just kind of don't make sense to you and shake you up a little bit. All right, let me get this open. There's a few of you here. Okay, it looks like I'm lined up okay. Let me get this open and we will start. Make sure the sound's not on this, right? I have this muted. Why doesn't it open up? Come on, there we go. All right, we are here. Good evening, everybody. Oh, I thank you. I see a lot of people are here already. I'm just seeing all your comments. Hello, everybody. I'm just gonna take a sip of some. All right. So I spent the day, I actually was ahead of the game today. I thought tonight we're going to be right on 5:30, but here we are. I started grabbing things, and I had things in mind that I wanted to pull up. Now remember, the smaller things we can ship, and we are exploring, right now it's just kind of a crazy time. Give us a few weeks to start exploring shipping the larger items, because we do have coming up June 4th and 5th. That's only, not this weekend, the following weekend, is the town-wide summer vintage market. And we do recommend that if you do come out for that event, and if you're able to walk, to park down at the Old Crow Coffee House. I found yesterday when I cut through there, I used to cut through and come up through the bank parking lot. It's actually easier if you just stick to the sidewalk. It actually gets you around to the Cross Keys into our shop a lot easier. So if you're gonna do that, just take the sidewalk, say hello to Travis, grab yourself a cup of coffee, cup of tea, and a nice scone or cookie. We are working on actually having them have a little set up right outside our door that day in the morning, so that you guys can grab a nice fresh scone or muffin as you shop, and for our vendors that are coming in to help. So we're gonna, hopefully they're able to get a nice carafe of coffee and have that for you. So without further ado, oh, so yeah, we'll have it that we're gonna be, this we might actually be able to ship. But first up is from, and I've been looking at this because I just love this. This is a beautiful needlepoint. It's shorter, little footstool. This is a traditional footstool. I mean, you're just putting your little feet on it, you know, not a whole lot of weight. It's got the roses on it. It's from Belmont Farmhouse. It's $21. There are some little chips to the woods, but no break. And that is, there's my tape measure. So that is, let's see how tall that guy is. About 6 inches tall, so it's not very tall. And it is 14 inches by 10 inches. So the embroidered footstool is $21. This just came in from picking wildflowers. It's like a hand carved, it's a wood magazine rack with the handle, but you don't have to put magazines on. Maybe it's got birds on, it's got little birds carved out on both sides. And she has the measurements on it, but she does those weird prices. And everybody in our shop, except for the coin guy, our general store, and our train guy, they're the only 3 that don't have a discount. Everybody else, if you don't see the word firm, you're getting at least 20% off. Same for cash or credit, and we do Visa, MasterCard. $15.20. This has got, hello Linda, this has got some good weight to it. And like I said, it's got your little birds and the flowers cards. It's a very pretty magazine rack, not your traditional. Like I said, you don't have to use it for that. This would be adorable if you painted this and did the distressing, like a nice cream or a white, and then you could roll up your little guest towels in there, or you know, whatever little things for the guest bedroom. That would be really cute. You can see that like in a bed and breakfast with all those little goodies in it. 'Tis the season. This is a functional decorative watering can. It has recently been reduced from 35 to 25, and this is the Hip Chick, 30% off, so $17.50 for the spring watering can. Now remember, if you want anything, you have to say sold and what the item is, because there's like anywhere from 30 to 45 second delay. So I might be on to the next thing and you think you're seeing whatever I had up 30 seconds ago and saying sold to that. So I just need clarification. You got it, Christina. Yes, so just like Christina just did, sold watering cans, so I know who got that. And if I'm missing something, please don't hesitate to say, hey, so-and-so bought that, because I might not see it. It doesn't always show on my computer, and it's just me tonight, so I have just one device that I can see on. So, didn't want to stick there. What the heck? That's just another half paper. This is a vintage, it's just a little wall decoration. I'm not a fast bartender. I'm not a slow bartender. I'm a half-fast bartender, and that is from our antique barn. It's $8.80, and it's like that cast iron. It'd be adorable if you have a bar to hang that up. And we have our punster in the house, so let me put this over here because that goes back in his room. Well, I'm leaning that way. This is the other item I picked from Antique Barn. You might not be able to see it. This thing is a very deep red. It is a vintage bottle. It's got a cork stopper. It is Hendrick's. So whatever booze or whatever that held is just $3.20 for the really deep red. So I mean, if you have a window or somewhere to put that on that gets a lot of sunlight, that'd be a beautiful sun catcher. From our vendor, Lazy Q Ranch, I have it's newer, and this is it's a tin decorative pink. And remember, you can always paint things. You know, if you don't like the color, super easy to paint. This is $7 firm for the little planter, or you can it doesn't even have to be a planter. Like I was saying, you know, these things, magazine racks, all these little storage things work for everything else. This would be cute in your bathroom with the Q-tips and the cotton balls and whatever else you might have in there. If you have a pink powder room, or paint it like I said, that works as well. And that's just $7. That's sold. I grabbed this from, who did I grab this from? This is from the Hip Chick as well. It's new but vintage style basket for $14. It has 2 wood handles and this big, what is that, rooster medallion that says welcome on it. So, hey Bristol, this would be cute for like a teacher, you know, or anybody that's got like a lot of paperwork that you want to put in there. How pretty is that? Or just throw your mail in. Just whatever you want to put in there. It's just $14. Like I said, it is new, but it is vintage style, and that's just $14. Yeah. I grabbed this from, who did I get this from? I started early today, so I don't remember. This is from Andover Junction, the original vendor. This is a vintage false-graph little pitcher. It is just $4.80. It's like a creamy color. It's got like that Fiesta style going on there. It is a fun shape. There's my tape measure. I just had it in my hands that I wouldn't lose it that quickly. And that is 4.5 inches tall. It has that speckle paint in it. So it's very like 70s, late 60s, early 70s false graph for just $4.80. I grabbed this little bank from our vendor, Burning Sensation Antiques. You got it, Kim. I hope we see you Thursday or Friday afternoon, and wait till you see what I did. And it doesn't involve any blue. So, I've been painting a floor. So when you come in, I got to show you that. This is from our Burning Sensation Antiques. He's a little Scotty Bank. He is missing his stopper. He does have some paint chip, but he is metal. He's just $8 for this really cute little Scotty dog bank. So let's see if there's any marks or anything on him. I'm not saying any maker's mark, but looks like it was part of patent down there. But he's just $8. Very cute. Good. I hope to see you. Contrary to what Don says, I like you. And then this place has gone to the dogs. I grabbed this from Betty's Treasures, who's back from Florida. Our snowbird is back. This is a vintage made in Japan mom and dog planter for just $9.60. It has that old Japan stamp on the bottom. It's pretty clean. I don't know if, I mean, it might have had a plant in it, but let's see. I don't see any chips, cracks, or repair. Very mild crazing. This has got some serious age to it. Is that a crack in the dog? Or is that just in the glaze? Is that, and there's an actual, that's a dog hair, probably from my dog. So it comes with, I'll get the dog hairs off. So $9.60. I grabbed this because I just thought this was so interesting. This is from our Auntie's Attic. It's a hearth brush brass Art Deco retractable. So it looks like it's copper and brass. And then you just, boop, and you sweep your little hearth there. It's one of those rough brushes. And then you just put it back and it's nice and contained and looks all pretty, so it's not standing out. See this Art Deco shape on there. So we know this is 1920s, 30s on this one. So this is coming up on being, if it's not already, a true antique. So most people consider antiques 100 plus years old. Vintage is 25 plus, but a lot of the stuff is done by dating. So your MCM, your mid-century modern, is like 50s, early 60s. Retro, people consider the late 60s, the 70s. So you might see people referencing periods instead of, and they'll call it vintage, but by having it as a period, like Art Nouveau, Art Deco, we're able to distinguish better when the item was produced. So, and then you might see like Art Deco style. You got it, Christina. You might say, I say Art Deco style. That means it's a reproduction. It's not from that period. So we try to make sure, you know, if we know us, our vendors, they will put repro on it. So this is not a reproduction. This is old. So you can keep your fireplace clean without people knowing your secret tool. You think it's another piece of art sitting up there on your mantle. This is from, who is this from? Redeemable for $19.20, a Libby's corned beef box. This is a product of Argentina. I didn't know the Argentinians were famous for their corned beef. Now this would be, see, it has the ship, this actually has the stamp on it. So there wasn't cardboard boxes back then. When the stuff got shipped up, it got shipped up in a crate like this. Sometimes you'll find it still has the, you'll have the original lid with the shipping label on it. This one does not have it, but it does have that stamp on it. And it contained 24 12-ounce tins came up from Argentina on that one. And it is a nice older one. I'm trying to have the lettering in that. This has got some age. I'm going to say this is before World War II. So this is a nice old one. This has got the old nails. There's a nice old little crate there. These are always great. Every time crates are great. They are so fantastic for displays, for storage. You never can go wrong. I grabbed some newer pieces as well. We'll say contemporary. That just means it's newer. So this is just a 4x6 picture frame designed by Sheffield Home. It's $6.40, and it is metal. It's got the stand like that, and it's also got the hook. So if you wanted to hang it this way, and it's got a lot of bling, a lot of rhinestones on it, and that is just $6.40 from the Lazy Q Ranch. And again, things like that, super easy to ship. And if you're just joining us, there is no registration. You just say sold and whatever the item is. If you're local, we are in, I almost said Argentina because I'm stuck on that box. We are in Andover, New Jersey, which is Upper Sussex County, and we do ship the smaller items. All you do is say sold, what the item is. If you've not bought from us before, just send me a message, and if you need it shipped, give me your zip code, and we'll get that all set for you. We make it easy as can be for you guys. This is new, but I thought the price was right. $4. It's one of those little cardboard, but like the thicker cardboard storage suitcase. It's got a metal handle, a little metal clasp, pretty flowers on it. Look at the inside of that. So these are also, if you do any shows or anything, and you know, these are great for your table to display your small linens and such in, and that is just $4. The closure, yeah, it closed, just doesn't sound. The closure works, and you've got your little metal handle. You got it, Christina. So I guess they used to call those like photo album boxes, but yeah, I love the inside on that. Okay, what else do we have? Oh, this just came in today. This is from our Jazzy Junk. If you saw the vignette earlier, unfortunately, there was an accident in her booth, and it was by her. And the picture, that little cute picture, that did break, so that is no longer available. I grabbed this. This is a fantastic price. It is a vintage sewing box that has a tapestry top on it, made in Taiwan. This is like 1960s, 70s. It's that funky woven, like plastic stuff. It's in fantastic shape. It has, this is where you'd put your pins. It's the pin cushion area, and it does have the tray, the upper tray. It has a slight break in the tray, but I mean, this is just a little plastic insert, and it's a nice inside for just $8 for the tapestry top sewing box. And if you're watching this later, which a lot of my people do, just message us at that point. Now you comment if you want something. Later on, I'm going to need you to message me, and I'll let you know if it's still available, because I do get a lot of messages after. I've also started getting emails, which is pretty fun. You got it, Debbie. Yeah, oh yeah, that should ship easily. And if you're getting all the little goodies, we can fit those in there too. Yeah, it's a really pretty one. I used to have a large collection of those. I probably had over 30 sewing boxes. I finally parted with some of them. I kept a few, but sold most of them because they were just getting a little out of hand. I don't go small. When I start a collection, I go big. And at least I stopped the chair collection, because the chairs are a little more difficult. So I do collect the sewing needle packs, because those are small, and I keep those inside the sewing boxes that I did keep. So we got that. This is not super old, but it's not super new. It's a service bell. It's plastic and metal. We had somebody looking the other day. I don't know if they're still on here. This one's from Belmont Farmhouse. It's just $2.80. It works very well, right? 4 times 3 is $2.80. Yeah, so $2.80 for the not super old but working bell. And I had that sitting in this really cool 30.5 by 4.5 by 3 box. It's divided up like this. It's a 3 shot, so you can put it this way, you can put it this way, or you can put it this way and put your stuff in. Does have a couple of what looks like nail holes on the back to hang it, to put it through that way, or you can put your own D-rings on it, on this way to hang it, or to go this way with some longer pieces. Super easy to put your own little hooks on it, and that is $22.40 for the vintage wooden 3-section box from Auntie's Attic. Aha! I think, did I get everything on the floor? I did, so now I'm going to start behind me. I grabbed this from our vendor. Oh, I have a thing here already. This is from Betty's Treasures, who's back. I thought this was very interesting. It's $6.40. It's Bleeding Hearts little picture. It says Klaus hand-painted artware. What I thought was, I expected it to be a thicker porcelain. It's almost, it's not quite as thin as Belique, but it's pretty much there. And it's the Bleeding Hearts on there, and that's $6.40 from our vendor Betty's Treasures. Just thought it was so pretty and dainty, and it's got little silver accents on the handle. And then I grabbed this. Also from, the next 2 items will be from Vintage Crush. I grabbed this. I thought it was a music box or something, because the lid is so thick and heavy on this. It's just a standard little decorative box for just only $6.40. And it is divided inside. It's a little jewelry box. The lid, like I said, is heavier than I expected, and that's like carved, and that is $6.40. And that is, again, that'd be a cute little paint project too, or just leave it. It is about 8 inches wide by 5 inches deep by 2 inches tall. You got it, Debbie. I think that fits inside of your sewing box. It should fit underneath that. And it does. That fits in there. Okay. This just came in from Country Roads. Oh God, I was going to do the Vintage Crush. My mind just goes off. This beautiful blue basket bowl for $16. It's like an aqua blue. It's got some weight to it. So they usually call these like the flower baskets because it's open on both sides, and you'd have, like the traditional would have the wicker, would have the handle. You go out in your garden and you pick your flowers and lay them in there. So this should just be like a centerpiece kind of bowl like that you can put whatever in there. And that is just $16 for this aqua piece of glass. It's just a beautiful bowl. It does have some serious weight to it. All right, before I forget, Vintage Crush. I grabbed this John Smith's Tadcaster Brewery Limited Christmas 1982 Croft China, Bone China, England. So this is a little floral ginger jar made in England from 1982 for $12.80. I'm going to take that lid off so I'm not, and you can see the beautiful pattern on this. And it's not this, it doesn't, is it the same on the, yeah, same on front and back, but just very pretty. And the lid matches that. And that's just pretty little bone china ginger jar for $12.80. That's a nice one. This just came in. This is, now we're going with our mid-century glass. This is considered a swung vase. This is a narrower tip. These are going for crazy amounts of money. This one's just $12. It is the bud vase. It only has that little bit there. You can see here's the opening. It's a nice, tall, skinny one. That glass is beautiful. That is not flash. That is amber glass. That means that the color, it's in the glass, whereas flash means it's applied to afterwards, and after a lot of wear and wash, it does wash off. This will not come off. This is in the glass. This is 13 inches for just $12 for the amber swing glass vase. Newer but vintage style. I have these from Lazy Q Ranch. Just a little made in China. I just thought they were adorable, and it's for the pair is $8 for the little bunny candle holders. They're eating carrots, and they have like grapes and such around them. I mean, Easter, you might want to just put them out at Easter, but I think with the grapes in that makes them all year round. And if you're a bunny lover, $8 for this cute little pair of porcelain taper holders. That's a little metal insert in there. So it's just very cute. I thought they were just so cute for just $8 for that pair. And I grabbed this from our Belmont farmhouse. It is just $2.10. He's a little plaster made in Japan cow, and he's got just a very happy face. And yes, $2.10 for the happy cow. And he is older. He's made in Japan. He's at least 70 plus years old. He does have a repair on this ear. I'm seeing that now. So it's a pretty good repair. I mean, just for a little display piece, it's just $2.10 on that cow. I try not to grab things that are damaged. I didn't see that until just now. I grabbed this on the way up tonight because I just thought with the summer, I just love lemons, especially this time of year. This is a beautiful piece of Noritake made in Japan. This is pre-World War II. Beautiful little piece of porcelain display, little serving dish. And that's just $6.40 for this beautiful piece of Noritake. You put a couple little pieces of chocolate on there and serve your guests with it. I just thought that was so pretty. Just so summery. And I grabbed this. I had Christina put this up on the counter for me because she bought a perfume bottle out of the case today. So I had her grab this beautiful 7-inch tall amber. It's got amber swirls and it's got gold in it with the stopper. And this is that $19 price again. Was that $15, $20? $15, $20. All right, so now I've memorized that. And that's just $15, $20 for this beautiful perfume bottle with stopper. Again, if you are, it's like a white one in there, a milky finish inside. So we hold it up to the sun. It really is beautiful. You see those gold flecks playing through. Again, if you're watching this after it's ended, it'll say in the title replay, and we'll gladly ship these items. So I have a lot of this stuff sells after the event. And even if you think about it and you decide afterwards that you want it, just message me. This also just came in today. There is some pitting on the set, but we always have people looking for nautical. And this is a vintage little salt and pepper set for $6.40. these cute little lanterns. They're little lantern salt and peppers that sit on this anchor. And the anchor is metal with this red and gold finish on it. And I don't see any, well, there is some writing on the bottom of where it's made. I don't have my magnifying glass, but I can make out like part of it. I can if I go this way or not. I see a patent something, but I can't quite make out who it's made, but this is signed and this is vintage and it's just $6.40 and it's perfect for your lake house, your beach house, just $6.40, or if you just love the water. I mean, how adorable is that on your picnic table? Just $6.40. This is from our vendor, Andover Junction. I grabbed these. These are $1. Buy. These are the bottoms on these. The one is missing. This one has the felt taped on. This one, the tape didn't quite hold it. Oh, he's missing. I don't think she saw that. We've got a trunk missing. All right, so $12, but I don't think she saw the missing trunk. So that's another item that is an as-is that we did not catch until now, which is a shame because that was really cute. I grabbed this from the Looking Glass. Oh, she taped this on here. This is this is Vaseline glass. This does glow green. It is depression green glass, uranium. What they would call a mayonnaise set back then. And this actually, part of the hardest thing to find is the spoon. And it is a very good price on this. This is from this is pre-war. And the uranium does not hurt you. $14.80. It's interesting because there's seams on both sides. This is like a pressed glass. And it's just gorgeous. It does glow green. So if you know somebody collects uranium or if you just love green depression glass, very good deal because you actually have the matching spoon with this. And it's in really good shape. From, who did I grab this from? From our vendor, Good to Go. I have a Brahmo Seltzer, Emerson Drug Company, Baltimore, Maryland, Cobalt bottle. This is the larger one. This is for $7.20. This is actually, how tall are you? It is 6.5 inches tall. You got it, Miss Rostello. It is a beautiful piece. I think she just brought that in today because she was in her booth stocking, so I saw that and brought it up, hit it with the black light, and it glowed. This is sweet. Oh, I don't think she saw that either. All right, never mind. She did not see. This is an old damage on the back of this, so I'm not going to bring that up. Sorry. Like I said, I try not to bring up broken items. And I did bring these from the same vendor on second thought. I do have two things from her. Choice, and this is a really good deal on these. These are just $8 each for the hand sifters. This one has the, I don't know if that's Bakelite. I didn't test it, although that doesn't look like it. This is a plastic handle on this one, $8. I'm not seeing any maker's mark on that one. This one is older. This one's got some rust in that. This is decorative. These aren't really usable. This is an Androck, and this one's got a wood knob on the top and a wood handle. So if you want either of the sifters, just tell me if you want the wood sifter or the red handle sifter. And these are just $8 each, and that is a very good deal for those. And usually, like I said, decorative. So if you have an older, if you're trying to keep your kitchen vintage style, if you're going for, if you have a Hoosier, any kind of stuff like that, you'd want these in there on top of your kitchen cabinets. They really are adorable. Put those down. What did I do with my drink? I need to take a drink. I don't know what I did with that. Goodness. All right, well, I want a drink, but I don't know what I did with it. Oh, there it is. Pardon me for a second. All right. We have just a few more things to get through. I'm just going to push them closer to me over here. I have a beautiful vanity tray that just came in. And a few other things for your to look at. Okay, I have this is a, I don't think it's super old, but it's not super new. Interesting frame to me. It's like thin hammered metal with these little like stones in it for $7. It's an interesting shape. Very like bohemian going on here for just $7. And it looks like it would hold like a 5x7, not even, maybe a 3x5. Yeah, 3.5 by 5 it would hold. It is 6 inches wide by 8 3/4 tall for this really fun frame. Say that 10 times fast. I grabbed this again. This is ruby glass. This is not flash. It is a 6 1/4 inch tall ruby glass vase for just $8.40. That is from our vendor, the Hip Chick. I got more candy in today too. Alright. This is from Burning Sensations. I know we have our people that love their hens on a nest. This is an unusual one. This is actually California pottery. This is in the avocado green. You can see I'm holding that the right way. And she is $12 for the avocado nesting hen. So this would be the late 60s, early 70s on her most likely. Oh, she could be older though, because I don't know how many California potteries are still around in that time, but she's really cute and she's just $12. You got it, Kim. I should have known. She's green. All right, where did I put your other stuff? Oh, there's your picture. There you go. I'm gonna put this all over here so I can keep Kim together. Somebody's got to keep Kim together. There we go. Okay. I grabbed this little puppy from, he's 3.5 inches tall. He's like that bone china. He's $7.20. He's from Redreamable. He's like a little Airedale. I just loved his face. And he is $7.20 for the cute little bone china Airedale puppy. This I grabbed out of Belmont Farmhouse's case today. It's a hand-painted Lily of the Valley box by E. Graff, it looks like. And it is, I gotta figure this one out on a calculator. 14 times 0.7. $9.80. It is a minty green, heart-shaped porcelain trinket box with Lily of the Valley on it. It's just a beautiful little heart-shaped box for $9.80. Nice little porcelain box. I think I was drawn to the Lily of the Valley this morning because I am my W's and R's don't always come out correctly. Rewatching, I got it. Mr. Selfridge, that was originally on PBS. I remember watching it when it first aired, and I'd watch it right after or before Downton Abbey. And it's on that Freevee, which was IMDb, is now Freevee, VEE. And you just have to tolerate some commercials, but they have the whole Mr. Selfridge series on it. And I just love all the sets on that show. So if you haven't already, or if you have and you want to rewatch it, it's on there, all the episodes. And last night, the episode was when they came up with their own perfume line, and it was Lily of the Valley, and they had all these beautiful painted metal frame. You got it, Debbie. And it had all the beautiful painted Lily of the Valley. He'd done that display window, and I forgot how much I enjoyed that show. So there's some really cool pieces in that too. I just love watching those. Now this is just a singular flower. It's got a couple little, it's got chips there too. I don't want to put that up because it's got too many chips. I don't like doing that to you guys. Like I said, I try not to bring up anything that's got damage, but sometimes I don't see it until I bring it up. I grabbed this from Burning Sensation Antiques as well. It looks like a fancy cockatiel and a parrot. It's a German bird dish with articulated edges, and this is probably from around the 1920s or 30s. It's smaller, and it is just $8 for this fine piece of porcelain. It's nice to find these without any repairs here. I know the date on this kind of style because I actually inherited a lot of this kind of stuff, and I know like my mom had the aunts' names on it and everything, and they were all from like the 1920s and 30s, all these kind of pieces. So, and that's just pretty, just $8 for that pretty reticulated little porcelain bird dish, made in Germany. Grab this from, it's missing the stoppers. I can see, did it have stoppers? Yes, you can see because, you can tell because there's like a, you can see like where the etching is in there. So this would have had stoppers. This is a double cruet set, vinegar and oil probably. They are completely separated. They are etched. This is an old piece of glass. This is beautiful. The only thing is it's missing its stoppers. It is just $4.80 for this beautiful double. Look at the detail on this. Look at the etching on that. Even just alone. And if you put color water in there, how pretty would that be just sitting there? You can do different color, you know, 2 different colored waters in there. And that is a fine piece of glass. I'm not seeing any maker's marks on it, but for $4.80, you can't go wrong. And you might even find the stoppers. So, no, they don't have to be the exact as long as they just fit in there. And then our last, oh, yeah, I did all that. Let me make sure I don't go like I like to do. I get off the thing and then all of a sudden I'm like, I missed something. Okay, I got all that stuff. The last piece tonight is a vanity tray, and I had some people all wanting the one that was up last week. This one is very different. This one has acrylic ends, and it reminds me of those, the Curly Q candy. This is from this is 16 1/4 by 8 inches from Auntie's Attic, and it's just yes, it's just the mirror tray. But look at the handles. You just have these 2 little lucite like clear handles for $16. Yeah, see the curly ribbon candy. Remember the curly candy? And that one is just $16 for this vanity tray. It is footed. It has the 4 little balls on the bottom. It does not have any sidings on it. It just has the handles. So, I mean, that's actually kind of better if you have, like, you know, surface that you're putting it on, your vanity or your dresser. It's nice and open. And that one is just $16 for the vanity tray. Those are the treasures that I gathered for you tonight. Thank you, as always, for joining me. If you are watching this after 6:08, it is now over, and you will need to message me. I am no longer live. I will be uploading this onto YouTube as I do as well. Have a wonderful night, everybody. Again, June 4th and 5th is our summer marketplace. We did our spring marketplace, and our next Facebook Live, the Sunday night one, is June 19th. And I will see you guys here next Wednesday night again. Have a wonderful evening, folks. Thank you. Bye-bye. Finish. Just finished.